What's up, guys? CRC here. Welcome back. Today we got another installment of What's in the Box. We're going to be looking at this Star Wars Rivals expandable card game. Described as being an expandable card game where players use Star Wars characters to face off in two-player matches. Released back in 2023 as a collaboration between Disney, Star Wars, and Funko. The game uses a combination of cards, figures, and dice to execute strategies against your opponent. This is the Premier Set 1, which features 4 characters, some exclusive location cards, and its own specialized dice called a Prism Dice. So let's take a look. Here we go. So here is what comes in your box. Obviously you have your 4 miniatures here, you have your dice, you have your location cards, you have the other usable game cards, character cards here, your paperwork, and a plethora of tokens to use in game. So not a bad spread, all things considered. Just in general what you get in the box. And what's interesting here is I'm actually just now realizing that this is shaped like a Kyber crystal. I'm guessing it's probably the idea here. So very neat. So the miniatures here. You get Captain Cody, that focus. You get Cody. Skywalker, a bit uncanny, really. Here, turn that down so you can see that a little bit better. You get Darth Vader. Not a bad looking miniature there. And Asajj Ventress. Same is true with your character cards here. Given the art style, the art is pretty impressive, really. I'm really liking the art for the cards here, which is always my preference with games like this, is just the cards, really. Darth Vader. We've got Luke Skywalker. And, sorry about that. And Clone Commander Cody. I like the cards, and then you can see that the characters are also featured with some more information on them of the back here. Got number 4, Force User. You see Force User 6, Force User 3, and then just the number 5 for Commander Cody. The cards are nice. I mean, obviously my biggest issue is going to be that you can't sleeve them or really put them anywhere convenient because of things like this, where the cards just don't reflect normal behavior for cards. And the same is true with our locations here that we're going to check out now. So we see Bagar's Canyon, and we see that part of the mechanic of the game is traveling throughout different locations in the Star Wars universe, which I think is a pretty neat, pretty interesting idea there. Very reminiscent of Chaotic, which is another game that we'll check out a little bit later here on the channel. So this is Bagar's Canyon. We have Darth Vader's Meditation Chamber. I will say the artwork is pretty fantastic here, especially in these location cards. The Geonosis Weapon Factory. Night Sister's Fortress entrance. Really, really great artwork here. Yoda's hut. You can also kind of see, I haven't mentioned it, you can also see that there's text at the bottom here, which corresponds with the game, obviously, as well as the number that we looked at as well. Lars Homestead. No advantage there, I guess. The Yavin 4 Rebel Base. Kamino cloning facility. Jawa's Sandcrawler. I mean, look at that. That is such a good card. Such a nice card. I'm gonna see if I can't sleeve any of these up, because I'd rather have them. I know I won't be playing the game at all, but I would like to sleeve up some of these locations. Really, really cool cards. Crate Trenches, excuse me. The Emperor's Throne Room. Probably one of the most iconic scenes, locations in Star Wars. That's just wrong. The Tantive 4 hallway. And that's our last of the location cards there. Stack these up. And now here are the other cards usable in the game as well. This is Asajj Ventress. I am worthy as you shall see. Sorry about that. Another Asajj Ventress card. Your weakness will not be my downfall. How unfortunate. I was looking for a challenge. Also, Asajj Ventress. Now we get into the Vader cards. You do not know the power of the dark side. That is awesome. Your powers are weak, old man. It's great that if you know enough of your Star Wars history, you can almost hear these conversations play out. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Some really good choices for the Vader cards for sure. And then we have Imperial Trooper. There they are, blast them. And then we have Commander Cody. A big gun doesn't make a big man. We'll be taking it back the hard way. Cool. That bunker is going to be a problem, you know? There are our Cody cards. Now we get finally into Luke Skywalker. There's nothing here for me now. Use the Force, Luke. Kind of an odd choice. He didn't actually say that. And then I want to learn the ways of the Force. Very cool. And then there's one more card. Open Fire, Rebel Troop. Okay. And then we also have our tokens here, which feature one particular token. That's just wrong. We have a Rebel Trooper and Imperial Trooper. And we have our 1, 2, and 3, which I'm guessing probably corresponds to the numbers featured on the Prism dice here. And while the Prism dice is unique, it's not the exclusive dice mechanic. This is not the only dice that the game uses, as I'll show in just a minute. And then we have -1 tokens here. And these are just the backsides of said tokens. And then, of course, the rules along with expandable sets and things like that. So, like I mentioned before, the Prism dice is not the only dice that you get. So this right here, for instance, is a Dark Side booster pack. And the way that these character booster packs work is that if you already know the core rules of the game, you can actually just buy a light side pack, and you can effectively just kind of play with just the booster pack. I bought 2 of these quite a while ago, and got the Emperor, Palpatine, and Boba Fett. Very nice figures, actually. And then these are the dice that come in the booster packs, which reflect pretty much in the same way that the Prism dice does in terms of the sides, the faces, and the effects that it can produce, but still just ordinary dice in a more traditional sense. Alright guys, and that's been Star Wars Rivals, thanks for checking in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about it. Are you interested in picking up some of these Rivals packs? A little bit later we'll check out the Premium Set 2, which did release. The game does seem to be going strong, so at the very least it does seem to be doing well as a product. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much. Have a good one.